Hello. Today we're going to take notes 7 on functions and relations. We are starting a brand new unit. So far this year we've learned about equations and solving equations. Then we learned about graphing them, graphing lines, graphing parallel and perpendicular lines, and you just took a test on linear equations last week before Thanksgiving break. And so now we're going to start in the next 3 weeks before winter break, we're going to work on functions. So we have 5 vocabulary words to define right now, and then in class we're gonna do some more practice on functions and relations. As I'm going through this, feel free to press pause. I'm gonna go through the definitions fairly quickly, but you're welcome to press pause at any point in order to have enough time to write them down. But a relation is information that can be written as a set of ordered pairs. So an ordered pair, remember, is like 1, 2, 1 comma 2 in parentheses. A relation is just a list of ordered pairs. And then there's special parts about relations. The input is what you put into the relation. So the relation could be ordered pairs, it could be a table, it could be an equation, but an input is the number you put in. And inputs have other names as well. So when I say input, I can also mean the x values in the ordered pair. So whatever number comes first, that's the input or the x value. And then this next word is the fancy word. It's also the domain. We're going to continue as we work with functions to add other names to these, to what an input is. But for now, we need to know that these are all synonyms. Input is the same as the x value in the ordered pair, and it's the same as the domain of the relationship. Again, an input is what you put into the relation. An output then is what you get out of the relation. It's the answer, the what comes out. Another way, the opposite of the x value is the y value. So the outputs are the y values, the answers, and then it's also the range. So the domain and the range, those are new vocabulary words for you. We do need to be able to use those. So domain always again goes with the input. The range always goes with the output. A mapping is a visual way of showing a relation, and it uses arrows that shows where the input goes to the output. So the word mapping kind of says it is a visual map of which number goes where. And so this is what mappings look like. They're two ovals with lines connecting the numbers, and you follow the line to know what the input goes to. So I could have written input above this, or the domain, or the x values. Those are all the same thing. But if I input a 1, I output a 5. So the input is 1, the output is 5. The x value is 1, the y value is 5. The domain is 1, the range is 5. 2 goes to 9, and 8 also goes to 9. That's how you read the mapping. You follow the arrows. And then a function, lastly, the last definition, a function, oopsies, my picture. A function is a special relation. It's a type of relation in which each input goes to only one output. So this is a very specific definition, but a relation is when each input goes to just one output. So I need you to be comfortable and familiar with these vocabulary words, please. Make sure you have them written down. There are 4 ways of showing a relation or a function, and these are the 4 ways. You can write it in a table with these are the x values and the y values, or the inputs and the outputs, or the domain and the range. You can show them in a mapping. You can show the points in a graph like this, or you can just list the ordered pairs. Again, so 1, 4, 1 goes to 4, over 1, up 4, and then the ordered pair, 1, 4. The next one, 2, 3, 2 goes to 3, the ordered pair, over 2, up 3, and then 2, 3. So those are the 4 different ways of representing a relation